May we humbly bow down to all graces from the first great Buddhas and all the Buddhas from every Buddha land, from every Buddha era, the Maha Buddhas from every Buddha land, Pacceka Buddhas, Maha Pacceka Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Maha Bodhisattvas, all the fully enlightened ones, the Arahants, the Maha Arahants, the great Gurus, the great old fathers and mothers of all lifetimes, all the Buddha seeds, the grace of Luang Por Posi Surya Khemarato, please hold the space for all of us. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all delusive desires and expectations in the worldly habits and spiritual habits, in trying to sustain and maintain any state of mind, any state of spiritual attainment. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all delusive desires and expectations within works, which is the karmic difficulties that one has to pay back in each lifetime, all the debts of karma and debts of gratitude. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all delusive attachments and desires and delusion within all types of relationships, small and large, in the family, fathers and mothers, sons and daughters, husbands and wives, relatives, friends, enemies, those kind supporters, ancestors, societies, global societies, and all the whole samsara. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all delusive desires and expectations within eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, sounds, smells, taste, touches, and shapes. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all delusive desires and expectations in thoughts, recalls, memories, feelings, emotions that are only coming and going. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all vengeance and all the harbor thoughts to get back to someone. May we declare removal and cancellation of all delusive attachment to all types of ideas, concepts, attitudes, lifestyles, the way of living, belief values, traditions, customs, obligations and commitments, and promises. All the vows we have made in the past with any institutes, may we declare removal and cancel of all of those. Any vows that are not aligned with the true essence of that which has nothing to do with attachment or non-attachment, may all of that be cancelled, totally cancelled from now on. And may we humbly ask for forgiveness for all cases of karma towards all graces in the way of rejecting their words, or chasing all those with great blessed fortune to be far away from the great perfections. Using opinions and meanings towards that which has no opinions and meanings. Blocking anyone to be away from the great perfections. May we humbly ask for forgiveness for all the mistakes we have done in the past, which are not relating in the way of emptiness to emptiness, enlightenment to enlightenment. Physically, verbally, and mentally, may all cases of karma, of using judgment, blaming, criticizing, analyzing, researching, knowledge, and trying to gain more knowledge, to be released from now on. And we humbly declare cancellation of all curiosity to know anything, and trying to be smart, trying to be wise from now on and forever. May everything be released and liberated. Ahosi, Ahosi, Ahosi. So let's open widely. Being here but not here. Open palms fully. Scatter the infinite power to all and everything. Using the reminders. Everything is from that which is not about attachment or non-attachment. Not about disengagement or engagement, not about involvement or non-involvement, not about letting go or not letting go, not about discarding or discarding. Widely open throughout all directions. Step back from the stepping back itself. Step back. Step back from further giving meanings to anything. Everyone is living in one's own karmic difficulties. The baggage of karma is attached to everyone. So know how to give away something that is there, that is of goodness, that is beyond goodness. Otherwise, such perfection will be uptight within oneself, and one will always feeling difficulty at any moment because it needs to be given away. So always widen out, not being clear or clear with anything. Open up as giving. That's the point. Giving the infinite power. Otherwise, one will always live in one's own uptightness. No ventilation. If we eat something that it needs to excrete, right? It's the same thing. If we have a lot of goodness beyond goodness, we need to share it. Don't keep it within oneself, because it's gonna be something that is making you unrest. And that's what's happening in the world, in the samsara. Samsara doesn't know what's happening. Really don't know. And that's why lots of conflicts and problems, because they don't know how to give. So when we open up and give the infinite power of that, which is not about attachment or non-attachment, not about discarding or not discarding, cutting or not cutting. This is opening the channel of such power, infinite power, to be released to samsara. And samsara will begin to open up in the same way, because there is the brightness in there. But it is the brightness that doesn't hold on to itself. They will see it and they will follow, because the brightness is powerful. Such a brightness doesn't take in itself. And when we already come across this giving, continue more and more diligently, so that the problems and the conflicts you may imagine it is right now will be dissolved. Because actually all those come and go, they already bygone. The moment you think you have a problem, is the bygone that is happening. Especially when you sharing the infinite power like this, it is something that is beyond anything. And in your mind, it affects like that. So you never thought of such ideas of having conflicts, or, maybe at this moment for some of you may have at some point something in mind, but you need to immediately use the reminders. Everything is from that, which is not about having conflicts or no conflicts, having problems or no problems. know how to use the reminders that purify themselves. And we move on like this, scatter the infinite power away in all directions, moment to moment. And this is the infinite power that will reflect back to your mind automatically. The result of this giving, it is beneficial for all at once, oneself and others at the same time. So, with any circumstances, no matter what it is, good or not good, it doesn't matter. Use the reminders. Everything is from that which is not about involvement or non-involvement. And further out, far and wide as giving. Less and less conversation that may create endless circling thoughts, ideas will be faded too. Because somehow the desire to do that will be less. It will have less power automatically. And that means you are going to be more aligned with the true essence of that which is not about anything. No conditions. No conditions at all time. And that you can have big smile anytime, but in the way of giving too. Do not forget to use forgiveness statement every day and declare removal and cancellation daily as well. Please use the book as you can daily, because this is the tool to help unlock the karma, unlocking the projecting mind and all the habits of desires, expectations, delusive attachment to certain habits, to all habits, to gain, to get, to have, to be, to become, to not gain, not get, not have, not be, not become. These are very significant tools to be used daily. It is not just for us, you know that. It is to be given. Forgiveness statement is to be given. When you know samsara is attached with all the karma, all the past deeds, whether it is good or bad, they are karma anyway. And they are locked up in that karma. Variations of karma. And so let's help each other to be released from such karma or the attachment of that kind of trash or baggage can be lessened and lessened and lessened until at least your surroundings will be lightened much more. The families, this is just the surroundings. We're not talking about the whole samsara, which automatically affected, impacted by the infinite power. So this infinite power is the answer for everything. For everything. The reminders are the answer for everything. There is no need to look for solving any problems, anywhere. Use the reminders. Help each other, help one another to be unwound from all the uptightness of the projecting mind. Of all intentional karma. By just always give and share the infinite power. That's all. And intentionally give. And give in the way that is absolute. And for a while. Not just let me open a little bit, No. Open fully, completely, from your whole existence. And give and share the infinite power to the whole samsara. And keep on giving like this for a while. And this will enable, actually, to cleanse the desire, delusive attachments, and delusion within oneself and samsara. At once, at that moment, the power of purification is right there. And another part that is important also is to do water pouring. This is very, very important as well. To help the lower existence in the samsara to move on. Otherwise, they will not be able to move on. And with that, they will link to this infinite power. They will start to open as well. The wolframs will begin to soften down from all types of feelings and emotions. And for those who are from the heaven realms, they will be your teamwork. They see the light that doesn't grasp onto the light. That is powerful, and they will follow. And they are your teamwork. They will help you. You are not alone. Just open beyond opening, and use the reminders moment to moment as you can. So you have the answer already for the life, for every life. Come back again like this. But before coming back, clear all karma before coming back. The karma of those gonna be in the relationship, clear before. So nothing can be in the way to obstruct the giving, to obstruct the great compassion, to proceed in the same way as all the graces of all Buddhas and all the great perfections, all the great gurus, the Mahabodhisattvas, Mahabuddhas. They do like this when they bless beings. So no doubt, we always connecting to them directly, but not in the way physically, but much more from the true essence, which is not to be kept within oneself. It is to be given away at any moment.